Salve, salve rapaziada, tudo bem com vocês? Estamos de volta aí com mais um vídeo. Já começamos como frenético, o bagulho tá doido. Não, vou continuar com a minha pistola. Mano, se você é novo no canal, mano, já se inscreve no canal, já deixa aquele like. Caraca. Espingardeiro, vamos lá, vamos lá. Mano, eu acho que a gente já... Eu acho que a gente já tá chegando na reta final do jogo. Dá uma olhada aqui. Tá, apareceu uma habilidade nova. Bom, já vou... Arma lendária desbloquear. Carrasco. Melhor é Sentinela do Caos. Além de bela aparência, é uma obra de arte. Ah, agora sim, mano. Agora a gente liberou. Deixou na cromada. Cromada não, né? Cor de ouro. Espera um segundo. O James era especialista nisso. Diz a lenda que parava um trem. Jesse James. Só de olhar pra ele. Caraca. Eles subiram num trem de carga.
The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others.
Mano,
I was hoping to find my man and put
Não, quero a lendária, velho.
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James
that.
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they're the most famous outlaw gang.
And you took them all on by your roots. Again. It's a little hard to swallow.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that flying down the bat at a hill?
Vai lá. E a munição tá acabando, velho.
Anyway, excuse me. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there.
Caraca, olha isso. Os cavalinhos. Eu tenho que pular, é isso?
It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
É, não é isso. Eita porra.
so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
Ué, tá tudo câmera lenta.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off.
You seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Ah, não, cara,
I
que foi
mentioned that
isso?
this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr. Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof.
Minha nossa senhora, o que foi isso?
Somebody saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!" But I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
No, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
I bet you are.
Sai fora. Caraca, então. Vamos pular.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way home. I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Ah, meu Deus.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of that.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
pronto. Ah, não. O cara tava em cima, velho. O gramado tava bem aqui, velho.
Shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day. It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train. I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
O maluco não.
What, a
Opa.
showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, man? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill
Toma.
Jesse James.
Bagulho, eu sou desonrado.
Just
mesmo,
wounded him
foda-se.
bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he
Ô,
was
Jim,
up
o que
front with
aconteceu
a
com
gun
ele?
to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again.
Aquele desgraçado escapou outra vez.
But first I need to wet
Caraca.
my whistle.
Sem perdão. Sem perdão. Jesse James foi assassino em... Os inimigos que usam armas nas duas mãos são rápidos e dão muitos tiros. Eu percebi.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch Jim. I followed him.
Olha aí.
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were. They could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Falta pouco pra me subir de... Tá, beleza.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Mano, imagina se esse jogo fosse mundo aberto, hein, velho. Tipo, mundo aberto mesmo, tá ligado? Porque o gráfico é muito bonito.
Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with them. Like that time. Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir.
Of course I did. In fact, I could still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men. Consumes everything you are. Did you ever find it? The man you are after. Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Desbloqueei uma habilidade. Ah, apareceu a habilidade aqui, né? Mas...
Mr. Graves, are you all right?
Oh, death. Oh, death. sea
Ó.
with ice cold hands.
Mano, olha isso, velho.
Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
Mano, olha que bonito, velho.
Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
Caraca, que bonito, mano. Que jogo bonito, velho. Isso é louco.
Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day?
Caraca.
Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers.
O jogo tá
He
ficando
was
mais
intent on avoiding
tenso,
my
mano.
vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me.
Nada podia me deter da minha vingança. História de vingança, mano. É clássico, né? Olha aí. Frank James. Putz, esse cara vai ser... Chega ao
I finally
topo
did
da
track those
colina.
outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close. I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well.
Vai até o esconderijo do James.
As I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Ué.
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Ué, era pra mim pular, o que era pra fazer?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
Ai, merda, merda.
Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his
Bora, eu
mountain
finalmente
cabin.
achei o
He
Frank
was
escondido na
determined to have
cabana
me dead.
da montanha.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Merda é essa, mano? Como assim, velho? Que mentira, mano.
It went tumbling right off that cliff.
Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
O cara não morreu, velho.
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life.
Frank James, cansei dessa vida maldita de fora da lei.
At this point, I just don't give a shit. I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else. You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here. We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Cara, que maluco de sorte, hein? Levou...
What happened with you? Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts. I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again. Wander in willy-nilly. I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me. It was then that the last bunch of
Encontre o
bandits
esconderijo
jumped
de
out of hiding.
Jim Head. Mano, parece que tem muito inimigo, velho.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
No final era só Reed. Olha aí.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Mata esse desgraçado sem ódio mesmo.
And repay him I did.
Eu fiz ele pagar. Desonrado, o bagulho é desonrado mesmo. Vingança, mano, a história de vingança. Será que esse é o final?
Well, I don't know
Bem,
about you
não sei
boys,
se
but
de
I'm
vocês,
pretty
rapazes,
basic.
mas estou acabado.
Well, it's
Bem,
too
é
damn
uma pena
bad you
ter
never found
encontrado
that
aquele
Bob
tal Bob.
character.
Uma
Seems a
pena
shame you
que
never had
ele
to pay.
não ter...
Well, funny thing about
Bem,
that.
tem uma história engraçada. Eu
I did
tive
have
mais
one
uma
more
chance de
chance
achar
at
ele. The Wild Butcher.
6 months ago, I heard
6
that
meses
Butch
atrás,
and
ouvi dizer que
Sundance were
Butch
back in the
e
States and had
Sundance
gathered
tinha
up some of
voltado
their
para os
old
Estados Unidos
gang.
e juntado uns
I
membros.
tracked them down,
Fui atrás
hoping that
deles,
Roscoe, Bob
esperando
Bryant
que
had returned with it.
Roscoe e Bob.
So you're saying they didn't
Então,
die down in
você-
Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
É isso que eu tô dizendo. O bom, o mal e o morto. Da hora, da hora. Bora lá, bora lá.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of
Mano,
demons could
parece
stop
pouco
me now.
Borderlands, né, doido?
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell very quickly.
Poxa, não entendi não. Eu errei o negócio?
Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. Did my thirst for vengeance
Cara,
turn me
entendi
into
foi nada,
something
mano.
worse than the man I was after?
Sem desperdício. Bolsa grande, calçador, aumenta a capacidade de munição.
By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am.
Encontre
Man with no
o
family,
Sundance
no
Kid e
friends.
Botica Seed.
No purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Cara, com essa luz.
Stop me from taking his life. I've been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. Here I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. Just like me. But I wasn't about to call it quits. Brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. Like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
You obviously prevailed.
Merda.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Tá uma gota, meu irmão.
Because when I woke up,
Porque quando eu acordei
From the dead?
do mundo,
there was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, there, even over there.
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr.
Caraca.
Graves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns ablazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
que isso?
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. Cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Tá, munição boa. É, não sobe? Pá, não sobe.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking about dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy. Finally, I saw so long ago.
Meu irmão não acaba não.
Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd see me.
He was alive.
Por favor, não volte do começo.
Called to me from afar.
Pronto.
It was Robert Leroy Parker,
Caraca,
a.k.a. Butch
meu irmão.
Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Ponto de controle. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, Silas Graves, o bom, o mal e o morto. Caraca, 3. Precisa... Meu Deus.
But the kid wasn't
Mas
quite
o Kid ainda não
deceased.
estava bem morto.
Not yet.
Ainda não. Eu acho que o Kid vai ser o último Sundance Kid. Todos são
Those
Kid,
two
né?
looked like they hadn't seen
Parece
each
que
other
eles
for quite a
dois
while.
nunca se viam há um bom
Clearly, they were
tempo.
no
Tava bem
longer
claro que
amigos.
eles não eram Butch Cassidy, merda, esperava não ter. Você vai precisar, Butch. Eu mato você primeiro.
I asked him about Bob
Perguntei
Bryant.
sobre Brian, mas
They were
ele
too busy
estava
with their
ocupado
own heated
discutindo.
conversation.
Tá, vou ter que decorar quem que vai atirar primeiro, velho. Você acabou tudo, Butch.
I didn't want to shoot anybody
Não
until
queria
I had an
atirar em
answer to
ninguém
my question.
antes de terminar essas
Those boys
respostas.
didn't give me much of a
Mas aqueles
choice.
dois... em um impasse mexicano, use Q e E para mudar seu foco. Q e E. Para o inimigo que estiver olhando para você. Vou ser errado já. Mano. Tá, não era... Era do lado então, beleza. Meu Deus. Esse aqui vai atirar primeiro, Butch. Por que eu não atirei? Por que ele não atirou? Tá, vamos lá. Não vai ser fácil, mano.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Toma. É desonrado, é isso aí, mano. Vingança. Não tem honra na vingança. Final. Lobo Cinzento, o curandeiro Apache, apareceu a Silas um aviso misterioso, o alertando para... Liderado por Butch Cassidy o bando selvagem era um bando... Tá. Final.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
Então você
There
acabou,
is no
Bob.
Bob.
Não
This
existe
old
Bob,
sumbitch
nem
ain't even Silas
este velho
Greaves.
desgraçado, nem a Silas.
Sir, is that true?
Isso é verdade,
Have you
senhor.
been
Você
pulling
tá
our legs this
enrolando a
whole
gente
time?
esse tempo todo.
Well, not the whole time.
Não o tempo
Oh
todo.
man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay.
Talvez seja a hora de pagar.
You see, Ben, or should I say,
Ou melhor, Bob. O passado
your
sempre
past
volta
always catches up with you.
à nossa porta. Ó!
I
Caralho.
was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed
Eu
my
mudei, eu
ways,
juro.
I
Se eu
swear to
pudesse
you.
voltar ao
If I could
tempo,
turn back the clock,
But you can't,
mas você pode, Bob. Vingança, redenção. Vingança, vingança. O bagulho é doido. Mas é interessante. Da hora ter
why'd you toy
dois
with me like
finais.
that? Telling those tales,
Pra
knowing
que
all
brincar desse
along.
jeito comigo?
Why not just
Contar
lay
essas
your
histórias
cards on the
sabendo o
table?
tempo todo.
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it? So be it.
É assim que você quer, então seja.
Dwight, Molly, move against that wall. Go!
Mano, você tá ferrado, mano. Já era pra você, não adianta. Toma. Ah, mano, a gente começou na vingança e a gente vai até o final. De repente eu faço uma outra gameplay com o final da redenção, talvez.
But I wasn't sure Ben was my man until he
Mas que o
revealed
jogo é
how much
bom,
he knew
mano,
about
é bom
Ringo
demais.
and Reed. The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower
Oh,
here is
velho.
leaving for West Point tomorrow.
Caraca.
He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Greaves.
So where are you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
Call of Juarez. E é isso, mano. É isso. Terminamos mais um jogo. Zeramos juntos mais uma campanha. Se você, mano, por algum motivo, eu não tô acreditando nisso, você se esqueceu de se inscrever no canal, deixar o seu like, comentar aí o que você achou do jogo. Se você já jogou o jogo, mano, comenta aí nos comentários. Comenta nos comentários. Ótima junção de palavras. Mas é isso, mano. Até o próximo vídeo. Valeu, falou, é nóis.